Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Welcome to my online class. Today I am going to discuss about agricultural input, that is under chapter 3. Agricultural inputs are very important for crop production. Among the agricultural inputs, soil, water, seed, fertilizer are mentionable. In this chapter, we will know in details which crop will grow in what soil, what is the characteristics of food seed, or if there is any need of irrigation in crops, if excess water damages crops, and what kind of fertilizer is needed to apply in the land. At the end of this chapter, we will able to identify the suitable soil according to use, explain the necessity of soil for crop production, explain the necessity of water in the agricultural sector, describe the classification and the characteristics of seeds. Identify the uses of different kinds of fertilizer. Explain the influences of chemical fertilizers on agricultural production. Evaluate the suitability of fertilizer in agricultural activities. The necessity of using adequate water in agricultural activities. Raise awareness about the bad effect of excess uses of chemical fertilizers. Now, I am going to start lesson 1, soil composition. The title of this lesson is soil composition. Soil is a natural body and a mixed material. Man grows crop by plowing this soil. Do we know how the soil has been formed? Scientists believe or think that the earth was like a burning ball in the beginning. For a long while, by diffusing heat, this ball became cold and formed a rocky and hard earth surface. Soil is formed when rocks erode naturally with the passage of time. In this picture, you are seeing that there are 25% of soil is air. Suppose this is a soil. There is 25% of this soil is air. Another 25% of soil is water. 5% is organic matter and remaining 45% is mineral matter. At the end, we can say that soil is a natural substance which is formed by integration of materials and organic matters. integration of minerals and organic matters. In this picture we have seen that there is mineral matter and organic matter. Number 2, the uppermost layer of the earth surface which gives support to the plants. Different layers are formed into different thickness, and every layer has different physical, chemical and biological characteristics. Components of soil. Soil consists of 4 major components. Number 1, inorganic matter or mineral matter. Number 2, organic matter. Number 3, water. And number 4, air. Task. Number 1, inorganic or mineral matters. We have learned earlier that Earth's surface is basically created from rocks. The natural forces like temperature, pressure, rainfall, wind, air and snowfall, etc. have crushed parent rocks and created inorganic or mineral objects of in the passage of time. The sand, silt and clay particles are mineral matters of soil. Thus, mineral matters are mixed at various proportion and have formed different soil textures. On the basis of volume, mineral matters in this soil occupy maximum part of soil is about 45%. Organic matter. Organic matter is an important element of soil. Organic matter in soil are created as a result of decomposition of plant and animal dead body, homestead plants, vegetable wastage, leaves, straws, stool of animals, etc. On the basis of volume, 5% of such material are present in the soil. Organic matter is called the life of soil. Because of activities of soil, microorganism increases in the presence of organic matter. Moreover, organic matter improves physical, chemical and biological characteristics of soil, checks soil erosion, makes the air and water movement of the soil easier, increases number of earthworms and their activities in soil, controls soil moisture and temperature. Water. Water is very important component of soil. Water retains between the pore spaces of soil particles. Water contained in soil makes the plants nutrient elements soluble and keep the soil moistened. The main sources of water in the soil are the rainfall, atmospheric moisture or clouds, underground water and irrigation. The ideal soil contains about 25% water. Air. Air is an important component of the soil. Air exists between interparticle spaces of soil. The nodular bacteria of plants, fungus, and other microorganisms or other microorganism activities that require oxygen are provided by the soil air. The quantity of air in the soil is about 25%. Now I am going to discuss about classification of soil, that is under lesson 2. Mineral particles whose diameter is 2 millimeter or less than that is called soil particle. We know that soil texture formed by these particles, the comparative quantity or percentage of ratio of sand, silt and clay particles in the soil is called soil texture. These soil particles get mixed together at different proportions and make different types of soils. We need to remember that the size of particles are different. Now we will learn about the classifications of the soil. It is important to know the classifications of soil, which crops grow in which soil. For agricultural purpose, the soil has been divided into 3 main categories depending on the textural variation. There are sandy soil, loamy soil and clay soil. Number 1, sandy soil. The soil that contains 70% or more sand particle is called sandy soil. Crops cannot grow suitably in sandy soil where particles are coarse, but by applying huge compost, cow dung and green manure, crops like Indian millet, Italian millet, melon, potato, watermelon, etc. can be grown in sandy soil. In this picture, you are seeing that this is sandy soil. Here soil particle is coarse. Coarse means big, particle size is large. So sandy soil cannot hold water. If sandy soil is mixed up with organic matter, farmers can grow some crops such as watermelon. Number 2, loamy soil. The soil that contains less than 70% sand particles but more than 20% is called loamy soil. However, typical loamy soil should contain 50% sand particles and the rest half is composed of silt and clay. This soil is suitable for cultivation. All kinds of crops can grow well in this type of soil. Soil of majority areas of Bangladesh is of loamy type. Loamy soil is again divided into three categories such as sandy loam soil, silty loam soil and clay soil. This is loamy soil. Loamy soil naturally looks black in color and particle size of loamy soil is very minute or small. Its water holding capacity is higher. Now, clay soil. This soil that contains minimum 40% of clay particles is called clay soil. Soil particles are also present more in this soil. This soil is found in northern part of Dhaka district, eastern part of Tangail district and southwestern part of Moymansingh district. This soil is very difficult to be plowed. This soil may be suitable for cultivation by applying organic fertilizers. Rice, jute, sugarcane and vegetables grow well in this soil. Clay soil. This is a picture of clay soil. This clay soil is hard. If there is no water in the soil, it will it is very hard to plow and cultivate. It is not cultivable. If clay soil is mixed with some organic matter, it will be cultivable. Today's homework is question number 1. What is soil texture? Question number 2. How the soil texture is determined? Question 3. How many types of soil are there depending on texture and what are they? Question number 4. Which soil is suitable for cultivation? Question number 5. Describe the elemental component of soil. Thanks for watching this video.